we're gonna work on our efficiency. So I'm gonna throw different things at you guys that will give you basically no choice, but being efficient, getting the most out of each push. So I'm gonna give you hurdles, limitations, challenges, and to make that work, you will have to do things properly. You have to skate with your weight in the right spot, use each push, and just be good skaters. For first we're gonna do a little warm up, also with some challenges. So we're gonna do 2 minutes where I want all of you to have your hands out here. So when you skate, you will know if you tilt to the side. So that is to force you to point forward. After that, we're gonna do 2 minutes where we don't lift the skates off the ground. So that's gonna force you to no drags. Push to the side, get it back in, sit low. And after that, 2 minutes where you just focus on being low on your skates. All of you did it on shoes, so I know you can do it. And carry that over. So we're gonna do 2 minutes, then we'll take 1 minute rest. 2 minutes, 1 minute rest. 2 minutes. If it's too boring, too easy, you can do crossovers. Hello. When you push, don't let yourself go up. If anything, it's the opposite. So a lot of you go down and push, down and push. So like when you push off is where you go up. You know how difficult it is to push something that way while you move the other way? You should always sit low. So when we have an exercise that's called sit low, it's uncomfortably low. If you sacrifice some of the good skating for this, that's okay. It has to be so low that it feels a little uncomfortable. And we're only gonna do it for 1 minute because this is hard. But if you think of this, this is my normal low skating. We're down here. It has to feel dumb, it has to hurt, it has to be uncomfortable. It's fine to have some mistakes here if the arms go a little too much to the side, whatever. We're just trying to break a limit here. So like if you can balance this low, being in this position, piece of cake after. Some edge work, it's gonna be constraints, but it's to teach you again, where do you find the pressure? Where are you efficient? So we'll be skating for 1 minute where I want you all to have your knees in here. Throw all your habits, all your assumptions about how to skate well, throw them away. For this, I just want you to feel, how does it feel to have that pressure on the inside? It's not how you should skate. So get them in here. Like you can look as dumb as you can or want to, but get your knees in here. Still try and, you know, skate well, but have them in there. We are gonna limit your space. So almost every exercise we do in dryland is to learn to develop that pressure into the ground. Again, in skating, unless you go fast, if it's just like a fun, chill skate, you can get away with glide or just roll, 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 a little push, roll, 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 a little push. But if you want to go really fast and fast for a long time, you need to use all of your pushing, especially underneath yourself. So for the next exercise, like we don't have, oh, we have lines. Let's use this green area we got there. That's gonna be the only space you can use for skating. So we're gonna roll through this green area. And for this, you guys can go a little faster as long as it's proper skating. But you can use more space than this. So you can't go out here. You have to use that area to generate speed. So if that's all you got, you can't wait and do a little jump at the end. You gotta stay calm when we do this. The goal is to apply more pressure, not to move more. So many of you is like, we don't have a lot of space. What do we do? More action, more. Instead, you should really just be more in that position, because you can't move. It has to be down here. Almost like that kill zone exercise Sophia showed you, where you really just use this transfer. This will not create any speed on this little pattern. It is just feeling it into the ground. So try 2 more times each, where you really just focus on no jumping off. You stay here. It's just you feel the pressure into the ground. Probably you heard of the double push, or at least being on the outer edge. A really nice way to feel that, where you learn not just to have restricted skating, but to skate underneath yourself, is, I don't know how bike paths look in Mexico, but in Denmark, there's always a line in the middle. And that line, you can use that as, usually you could use it to see like, oh, where do I put it down? But if you really want to work it, put it down on one side, drive it to the other, and drive it back out. That's, I think for me, it's been #1 thing to teach myself. It's not how you should skate, but if you can do that, you can steer your edges in a way where you can apply the pressure where you want. It's like, that's just the thing. If you ever skate on bike paths where they have a line, it's a fun drill to do. I'll just demonstrate. So you'd put it down on one side and then drive it in. It is not how you're supposed to skate, but that will teach you the feeling of creating speed underneath yourself. For ideal skating, I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but where you should put the leg down should always be just right under your body. So you should never put it further in, never put it out here. It's just with when skating, the natural lean you would have. So say I skate here, then this would just step down right under my body and then do a double push. But don't try and like, because that makes sense. Like, same as if you want to jump, what's the best place to jump? It's having everything right underneath yourself. So that's also where you would always just put your skate down right under your body. And then you can do a double push, you can do outer edge, inner edge, whatever. Now we saw you generate early pressure under yourself. The next one is about getting your weight onto each skate. This is why we did these exercises in the morning, to test, am I fully on one skate? Now I'm gonna force you to be fully on one skate. So over here, there are 2 lines, one line there, one line here. We're gonna skate where you gotta be on each side of these lanes between every stroke. So I'll just demonstrate. Again, the main objective is to do this. So if you skate, bad skating is totally fine. But you gotta be over here, over here, over here. So really wide skating. And it's not a steering, it's not a skate, 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 skate. It's a, it is a correct skating, push yourself from side to side, not just okay if you're not in skating position, okay if your arms are doing what the heck, but force yourself to get over on each side. Step pattern constraints. So we're gonna skate, and every time I yell a number, that's the amount of crosses you can do. So the idea is, if you can build speed, not that you should, but if you can build speed with doing very few steps, it means that you're doing them well. So say if I skate around here, I'm relaxed, I can do 10 crossovers every turn. I can do like this. It doesn't matter how I skate, I can just do more steps. If I'm told I can only do 2 crossovers, I really need to use them. So what we're gonna do now is you skate. At first, you can do 5 crossovers per turn. Like easy, simple skating. Then I'm gonna yell 4, and you're only allowed to do 4 crossovers each turn. And then 3, then 2, and then 1. So we get down to 1. For you guys to still be moving, you need to sit low, and you really need to extend and be on to each skate. For the next drill, we do no crossovers. We just roll the turn, and we build speed on the straightaway. So we're gonna start out any amount of straightaway, but the cross or the turn, you just roll. And then as you get out here, at first you can just take any amount of step, so it'll be easy. But then as we move on, if I tell you can only do 1 step on each leg, you need that step to be fully efficient, just like with the crossovers. Don't jump off, but build all the speed you can with 1 push. Another way to learn to build pressure, personally this is my favorite. Sophia can vouch that I do this for probably an hour per week. Skate what I call high laps. So finally you don't have to sit low, you have to sit as tall as you possibly can. And trust me, it is very difficult to create speed if your legs are not more bent than this. That means you don't have all that push, you don't have all that leverage of your body weight. So you need to really use whatever you can here to build speed. So we're just gonna skate for 2 minutes where you have to be high, but still skate a decent pace. So just normal skating, but really high. But be as focused as you can. You're up here, but you're still using all of that. You get onto each skate, onto each skate. It's a weird challenge, but really just see how high you can be and how fast you can go whilst being super high.
Hope you want to join Sophia and I for 2.5 days of skating workshop. We're gonna come back to Duluth and also Minneapolis. It's gonna happen on May 16th to May 18th and May 23rd to May 25th, 2025. Still spots available for both camps. It's gonna be super fun. All levels are welcome. And we just look forward to skating with all you guys and sharing some cool skating knowledge. Thanks for watching, subscribe, and like, you know the drill. See you around, guys.